So, good afternoon, everyone. As you already know, my name is Cristina Campos, and we are here once again in International Talks together with Gabriela Melendez.
Hi, Christy. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. How are you?
Hi, Gabi. I'm great, thank you. Are you ready to talk about the scarcity of water in the world?
Yes, let's talk about it.
So, as we know, this is a global problem that is affecting a lot of society and social well-being. Turning a faucet is something like really simple and easy for us. Because when we wanna drink water or wash ourselves, we can go quickly and get what we want. However, this is very complicated for millions of people who suffer the consequences of the scarcity of water in the world. So, as we know, water scarcity is often due to a natural phenomena, but this is not always the case, since water scarcity can also be determined as the condition in which the demand for this resource in all sectors, including the environment, cannot be satisfied due to the impact of the use of water on the supply or on the quality of the resource. So that means that not everyone is able to drink from it. Even though there is enough fresh water on the planet to meet, the needs of a world population of about 7 billion people, we have a bad news. And is that its distribution is unequal, both in time and in space. And it's for this reason that there are many causes that produce the water scarcity in the world, such as pollution. When we talk about pollution, we refer to both freshwater pollution and land or air pollution, since pollution can leach into the water and can also affect the earth. And another factor that greatly influences water scarcity are droughts, since due to the climatic emergency, the appearance or development of droughts is enhanced, which means that it doesn't rain for a long time, thus causing water scarcity both for consumption, human, and for crops or industry. And the last cause that I would like to mention today, and that are considered that it's the main cause of the water scarcity, is the controlled use of water, both on a larger scale in factories and on a smaller scale in our homes. Because we know that sometimes we waste water and don't remember that it's a scarce resource. So, the supply of drinking water is essential for health, industry, and agriculture. And according to data from the World Resources Institute, more than 1 billion people currently live in regions with water scarcity. Can you imagine that? And up to 3.5 billion people will experience that. So they will experience a scarcity of water by 2025. So the countries most affected by water scarcity are in the Middle East and in North Africa, based on World Resources Institute data. So Gabby is gonna be telling you more about this topic. Gabby, what are you gonna be talking about today?
Okay, so what I've got to talk you about this day is about the consequence and some solutions to this global problem that even we think that is not too important and not too bad at all. It is very bad, and we're going to see about this consequence that this global problem has and what its effect. Okay, so the first consequence that I have right here is the diseases is because they have this consequence because some people didn't have the access to an adequate purification systems. So they are obligated to look for contaminated water. They are obligated to look for this contaminated water that It's not for drink it. So they drink this water and this produce dialysis for their health. And also we have about this information, we have the World Health Organization that says that it produces diarrhea, cholera, or polio. These are some diseases that this produce. And we also have that it made 5,000 dies per each year. This is a very bad thing that we have to know, that they die because of the diarrhea. And some of this diarrhea is caused by the contaminated water, so are a lot of people dying by this. And also to didn't drink the good water because we didn't have enough water, to drink less water than what we have to drink, can produce us dehydration and also further problems, further complications to ourselves and to our health. But this is a very bad notice. Then we have another consequence, that is the hunger. Okay, the hunger. The hunger affects the agriculture and also affects the cattle raising in the industry. That's why it also affects the food. So that's why it produces hunger. So this is a bad notice also. So we have to continue with the other consequence that I have right here. That is the disappear of vegetable species. Why did vegetables disappear? Because of water. Well, we need water to the plants. The plants need water, sorry. So they need water to continue growing and growing and to develop themselves. So the vegetables didn't can develop because they need more water. So because of this, they the species of vegetables disappear. And the last consequence that we have are conflicts, because nowadays the countries are looking for having resource because the water is like less, so they are fighting for water. And this produce also to people to emigrate from country to country to look for a better life, to where the resources are better. So this is these are some consequences that the water scarcity have. But here we come with the good part of it, the solution. Okay, the solutions are things that we can do for solve this problem, for solve or to contribute to solve this problem. Maybe I can't solve it doing one thing, but if we all put like a little bit, we can do a change in the world to solve this problem that is affecting a lot of people, affecting us, and also the environment. So the first thing we have to know is that the production of food consume about the 70% of the water of the sweet water resources. So this is according to this information that I have to give you, that I gave you before, is according to the FAO and to the United Organization, to the United National Organization for the Food and for the Agriculture. So with this information, we know that the food occupies a lot of sweet water. And then when the EIT see this, they began to worry about this because we see the water scarcity in the world and we see this information is very impact. So what they decide to do is to begin to make an initiative to look for solutions. So they made a startup. But are you thinking what is a startup? Is that they look for people or for organizations that are looking for solutions for this global problem, for the water scarcity. And they began to make this and to make like ideas for solve this problem. The first group or the first organization is called DECTA, that they have technological satellites for analyze the information and for analyze the behavior of the soil and to look for like foresee to the aquifers, to the conifers, sorry, and to maintain to maintain the information about these things. And the other group is about the area, atmospheric mountains and rivers. They count with a system that obtains water from the atmosphere. That is a very innovative idea. And also the last group that I have you, there are a lot of groups, but the three groups that I gave you is the last one is the Metrica, that is a system with a recirculate water system to avoid losses of domestic use. So they began to do things that because they didn't want to the water get lost in the domestic use. And it is a very good idea also. Then we will look for these solutions that they are looking for, that the people more with more advanced technology and a lot of things that they what they do, you know. But now we have things that we can do. But also, sorry for a lot of buts, but we have like they can use recollected water for like for the rain, the water from the rain. They can use it again for a lot of things, like for the normal use, for the not for drinking because it is contaminated water, but for other use, you know, and that will help you. But there are another idea that is they use artificial wetlands, a pond with a slope for plants that decrease, and you can reuse it and to to take water or to feed the plants, you know. So that is another idea that the people have, but maybe the things we cannot make it at home. So we have right here some things that we can put in our daily life, that is to not to use contaminate or not to contaminate water with detergents or to with toxic things, to take care of the water, and also to avoiding water raise leak leak in our home, and also buying a low water consumption appliance, and also collect your rainwater, like I told you before, and also to take short showers will help you to take care of the water is something important because the scarcity of water have given us a lot of problems. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Christy.
So I totally agree with you, Gabby. I really like the way that you were talking about the bad news that are the consequences of water scarcity. But you, in the other half, you didn't stop there. You also give us a good news that are the solutions that we have for this problem. So thank you, Gabby, for your participation, and we hope that this information helps to create more awareness in people
Yes,
about this global problem.